Hi everyone, welcome back to Shining Empathy. My name is Joel, and this is your weekly card reading for July 4th to July 10th. A lot of interesting energies going on right now. Coming into the next new moon, I think it's tomorrow, July 4th. I'll be doing the reading for that after this actually, so stay tuned for that as well. A lot of new energies, a lot of interesting things going on. Right outside my window and right outside my door right now is, off the balcony I should say, is Toronto Pride. Last time I gave my weekly reading, they were doing the pre-weekend kickoff, but it's full tilt out there right now. Our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in the parade today, so that's pretty exciting. But without further ado, let's actually get into the reading. So happy Pride to anyone who is celebrating this week or this weekend. All right, let's set the intention. This is a weekly reading for all those watching this video. All right, Strength card. Wow, infinite potential. Okay, so the infinite potential card for me, I find represents just really tapping into your fullest potential, to really setting yourself free and liberating yourself. Maybe not even liberating yourself, but certainly letting go of things that no longer serve you so that you can kind of do what you need to do or open yourself up and to the point where you can see everything you can do. Actually show you the card here. So it's two overlapping triangles, much like the Star of David. Actually, it's even got the sun circle kind of around it as well, so it's sort of the Star of David with a bird and a person kind of all overlapped in it. And yeah, so this is basically just reminding us that, reminding us of our potential. And in the strength spot, I would say that maybe we're actually all feeling our potential right now. I gotta say, this is still feeling like a continuing theme. I'm not sure if this is because the cards kind of read this way with the decks that I've been reading lately, but or it's just with the place where I'm personally coming from and the filter that's coming through here. But for whatever reason, there's definitely a theme with tapping into our potential and moving forward with that and making choices based on that. So everyone, keep an eye out, not even keep an eye out, but keep your heart open and remember that there is so much potential that we have and there is so much we can accomplish. Maybe not all at once, but be open to your full potential, especially on a spiritual level. We are capable of so much. So leave that there for the moment and we'll go to our heart card. Source of life. This card is, so it's essentially a man who's being doused by a waterfall, but it's sort of almost like the hands of God in a way, with the light, and he's just being doused in that water. For me, I feel like this card is saying that we need to replenish, especially in our hearts. Maybe we're feeling drained and tapped out in our hearts right now. Maybe we're just not feeling the energy. I don't know, after this last full moon that we had, I wasn't really feeling the energy there. It was sort of a draining full moon. And moving towards the new moon, I'm feeling a little bit of energy pick up, but I am definitely feeling in the heart center, just being a little bit tapped out right now. So maybe we all just need to get back to source so that we can do a little bit of recharging in our hearts right now. And source is just kind of tapping into your light, the things that give you joy, things that give you passion, the things that drive you in this world. All of our true source is light, and it's that divine source, whatever, if some of you call it God, if some of you call it universal consciousness, if some of you just call it light, whatever it is that you consider to be source, we all kind of have to tap into that somehow in our hearts this week to do a little bit of re-energizing and replenishing in there. So whatever it is that you need to do to replenish your heart right now, and get back to that energy source, do it up, because sounds like we're going to need it. So our challenge spot, liberation. Ooh, okay. So it's funny that, and they actually look very similar. So we have our infinite potential here, which is our strength card. So we're seeing and maybe feeling our potential, our spiritual potential, our worldly potential. And our challenge is liberation. It's funny how I stopped myself when I said liberation here, because liberation is very much its own card. This is literally letting go of things that physically are no longer serving us, be it relationships with friends and our intimate relationships, be it letting go of certain possessions, letting go of habits and patterns. That this is an actual, almost like a cleanse with liberation, because you are releasing something to the world and to the universe so that you can rise above everything, so that you can move beyond all of that. You can liberate yourself from what was holding you back. And in the challenge spot, it sounds like we're having trouble making that happen, or facing that we need to let go of these things to make it happen. So if there's any patterns or relationships or anything that you feel is holding you back, really examine that for the week coming up, and really evaluate whether or not these things are still serving you. And if they're not, being in the challenge spot, I know this isn't going to be easy for us, but we need to really focus and really try and honor ourselves and what is going on with us, and release those things and let go of them so that we can fulfill our potential. I kind of feel like that's just about where we should end this reading. I don't want to go too much more into that. It just all really seems to tie together. So one thing I would maybe just as a end reminder, really try and do things that replenish you and energize you this week. Because especially if we're going to be challenged to let go of things that are no longer serving us so that we can liberate ourselves and rise above them, we need to be ready for that. So do the things that you need to do to recharge. Okay, so that's this week's reading. Thank you for watching, and if you like this reading, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shining Empathy. And if you want, you can also go ahead and like my Facebook page, which is also Shining Empathy. And I look forward to next week's reading, and I'll also be doing the new moon reading after this, so please stay tuned for that as well. Cheers, everyone. Light and love to you all.